has been lingering a little overlong for my tastes in our valley, so I'm headed down country below the snow line where I can do some backpacking without needing to use snowshoes or trail crampons. How close to the edge is too close? It's a good question. Years ago, I basically decided that I wanted to stay far enough away that if I stumbled and fell, hey. If I stumbled and fell, I still wouldn't fall off the edge. So that's kind of been my thing all along. Sometimes I get to something like this and I want to see. I'll get in my belly and crawl out. Might look silly, but you know, I don't need to die because I stumbled and fell over an edge. Something else, this time of year, wintertime, springtime, out in slick rock country, this is when rock slabs shear off and break. It has to do with the freeze-thaw cycle. Moisture gets in between the rocks, it freezes overnight. So most of your big slabs let go this time of year, which is something that I'm doubly mindful about when I'm near an edge. I'm less likely to take any kind of a chance this time of year than I would like in the middle of the summer. So this, for Rocky and I, this is close enough to the edge to admire that view. There you go, Rock. Yeah. You drink from that Tanaha. You got this chance, which means I'm not giving you any of my water. You better get after it, dog. You're right in the way of what I'm trying to shoot. Doesn't matter, does it? Alright. I'm doing something different with my pack. Well, something that I used to do all the time, but I haven't done for years now. Basically, my setup here is that I've got a heavy day load in this case, a ute. A ute's probably the best choice in our lineup for this. And the idea is if I want to spend the night, spend a quick overnight somewhere, all I have to do is add a bedroll on top. And that gives me, in my main pack, a good heavy prepared day load. And then I just plus up by adding my bedroll. So inside the day pack I've got like mountain serape for if I had to bivouac overnight. This is assuming I didn't have the bedroll. I have my tent in there. That's probably the biggest thing, which is like, if you get into trouble, being able to put up a real shelter is a good thing. You know, coat. I do carry like a cook kit. I carry one meal. And so this means that if I'm out on the trail without my bedroll, I can bivouac pretty comfortably just overnight out of this bag. And then my bedroll is, in this case, an 812 stuff sack. And what I do is I take my sleeping pad and put it around, I put it in the stuff sack, but around the outside perimeter. And then I shove not one, but two inflatable pillows in the bottom, because sleep is everything. And then I shove my my down quilt inside of there, 20-degree down quilt, and top it off with like a little 812 with some like overnight stuff. So the idea is I go from prepared day load to overnight with just the addition of a bedroll. Now that's a quick overnight. If I was going on a multi-day trip, it's kind of a different deal. I don't normally start a fire, but I was kind of already thinking about it, and then I found this nice piece of pine pitch, and so I thought, well, instead of using the stove, my little alcohol stove, I'll start a fire. The wind's come about, the weather's coming this way, so I've got kind of this groove here for the natural wind to come up through, which will help stoke the fire, with air. And then a rock on each side here, so once I got my fire built up, I got a nice spot to just set my pot right there, and it ought to heat the water pretty quick. So that's what I'm up to. It's attractive to create a twig fire on like a sandstone rock, but this way I'll be able to just cover up the fire scar when I take off, so I'm not leaving a trace that I've been up here and started a fire. So but I do want a little bit of a hearth underneath there. Hearth is so you're not trying to start it right on the bare ground. There we go. There's my hearth. Number one way that people mess up a fire is by choking it out. It needs plenty of airflow, and it's easy to get excited and load more and more fuel on it. The only way I'm really getting away with putting this much on this densely is because I've got good wind coming up through here. Oh. Full boil. I guess I didn't even have to check. The astute among you will have noticed that Rocky hasn't been carrying his dog pack. I forgot to put it in, which means he's been sharing food with me. We're down to our last granola bar, which I know he's looking forward to, and I am too. I did see a rabbit yesterday. I thought about shooting for him, but a dog can go hungry for 24 hours. I can go hungry for 24 hours. We'll leave that rabbit for the coyotes. But you about ready, Rod? You about ready to split that last granola bar? Yeah, you'd be happy about that, huh? Dang, that's good. Like a Vietnamese coffee packet that I don't know where I got it. It's the first time I've tried it. It's really good. So one of my favorite quotes, J. Frank Dobie, he was a great, I guess he classed himself as a folklorist of the Southwest, but he was talking about folks looking for the Los Adams diggings, and he said in this land of gigantic moons and gigantic suns, a man could not help but have gigantic dreams. I don't know about that, but that big old moon hanging on the horizon over there, over this big canyon like this, that sure is something. It really is. This is a whole elk trail. Good sized band came right down through here. Not necessarily last night, it's been a while. I saw these tracks coming up, but man, they are using this area time to time. I spotted this balloon from up higher. Rocky just saw it. He's a little nervous about it, like any wild animal would be. I'm gonna go up and collect it.